fewer than we can even count on one hand. With those lamb chops, level 1, be it hour and a half. Cooked prime meat though, 14 hours. 14 hours for a level 1 squid. Level 1. It takes half a day of babysitting.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Wait a minute.
That can't be right.
Please ignore the feeding interval and taming time data below. Okay, I will, thank you.
Why?
I don't like it. I don't like those numbers. I know the wiki just says ignore it. Due to being able to eat when at 90% of its maximum food, the minimum feeding interval is 177.5 seconds. Plus 14 seconds per
Oh,
food
so the numbers
level.
are wrong.
Apparently, which is good because those numbers look ridiculous and really stupid, and I hate them. The minimum feeding interval. What's the minimum? What about the maximum? Wait, is there even? Isn't the maximum interval just? Basically, how long does it take to sit there and eat 10% of its food and eat again? So it sounds like it takes about 3 minutes. 3 minutes plus a quarter minute per food level. So that's how many crunches it takes. Okay. So it'll eat as much as freaking possible.
No?
Even if that would put it over. So it's not, hey, in 3 minutes it's going to eat one thing. It's, hey, in 3 minutes it's going to eat again. And it can eat pretty much an entire stack. And then 3 minutes later we'll eat an entire another stack, perhaps. Hopefully all those items give an entire stack's worth of taming as opposed to a single item worth. I don't know. Wow, anything that's not a black pearl is only 10% value. Apparently, raw meat's the best we're gonna do unless we dip into the trough of infinity.
What about the fish? Isn't fish better?
Not according to these times. Of course, it also says ignore the data below. While sure I would ignore the data below for the actual times involved, intervals involved, I was still going to pay attention to it relative to preference of the food item. In which case, raw meat is only beaten out by cooked lamb chops and black pearls. We don't got that, so we're just going to feed these... shove the squid full of raw meat. And that we can have an abundance of. Just go murder anything, a whole bunch. Notably though, raw meat, not fish meat. Fish meat's crap. Fish meat will take a day. Well, not a day. Because again, the chart's a lie. It's still like only a third as good as meat. Anywho,
So as I was saying, Salisbury steak is fine for losing.
oh, right, animal. I thought we were talking about food still. Okay.
No, that's
Animal.
Salisbury steak.
Which is entirely different than what you said, sure.
I said Salisbury.
Yes. And there's no kibble on... Oh, there's no kibble on the squid page. That's what I came here to look for. As if there was any kibble to feed it.
Well, there's a problem. Ready to mate in... Okay, well, let's just get rid of you.
Oh, notably, the server hasn't crashed. FYI.
That is notable.
We have hundreds and hundreds of Argentavis talons.
We do.
What do you do with these things?
You fight the bosses.
I thought that was the artifacts.
You fight the hard mode of the bosses. The artifacts let you access it, but the hard mode of the bosses, but you can only do the easy mode.
So, do we just have to have them, or is that consumed? Like, we need
I
to
think
hang
it's
on these
consumed.
Alright, well.
I was just going to swap over the trophy chest to a vault.
Oh. Yeah, we should. This is still just a chest, isn't it?
Okay, so I was specifically coming here to
It's
produce more eggs before we let them die, but they are not ready.
This one clearly is. This Sarko is grinding on the grinder.
Mm-hmm.
He's clearly ready.
That one's a she.
Alright, that again explains the
grinding.
current activity. Yeah. Here, actually, let me put some gas in this thing. Turn it on, get the good feelings going.
I see.
But I was going to anyway. I came over here to chuck a worthless pickaxe from the Carno in there. Okay, there we go. I am assisting in the process. Right, so again, server did not crash. While I was having my naval experiments, you know, as all...
Naval experiments?
Yeah, as all young men do prior to joining their local YMCA. I tamed and had killed pretty much everything, which is why I came back alone. I left alone and came back alone. But, in the meantime, because it's the ocean and things tend to just, like, wander, I was tagging them all with transponder devices.
Oh?
And the server's still alive and happy.
Concern.
Well, the device goes away when they do. It will. It does remain in their backpack though, which is good. So even though they just died horribly and their corpse is gone, the transponder still highlights their backpack until it decomposes or you loot it.
I'm still
So,
concerned.
Yes, anywhere in the world, you'll be able to find your dead mount's backpack or the mount. Hey, Argyle, come here. I got a amulet of slavery for you, I guess. Bam! Oh, it's a good position right there.
Welcome, rebels.
Argyle II, I can now track anywhere on the island.
Hey, can you make a few stone foundations?
Sure. Do we not have any in the old box?
We need about 100 or 2.
Okay, we have different ideas for what constitutes a few. And this poor guy doesn't have a name. He's just called Ankylosaurus.
Yeah, that one's yours.
Oh, so it's a she.
Is it? Oh yeah, they do. I do keep getting eggs from them. Let's see. Argentavis saddle, 30.9. Well, what does my Argentina have? 33. Do you have a blueprint for an Argentavis saddle downstairs?
I think we have good ones. No, or else we totally would make them and they'd be awesome. The fact that all of our birds have just the default saddles...
Is it default?
Leads me to believe that we just don't have one.
Why is this blueprint for the Argentavis saddle worse than the default?
How bad was it? What was it, armor?
30.9?
Well, that's better.
Is it? Because the one that my Argentina has is 33.
You must have found that one in the loot box.
The
The default one is only 25.
Okay, I'll bring that downstairs. Because we do have a few more Argentavis.
So...
Carbonera. Sure.
Okay.
What the heck's a Chalicocarian? Chalicocarian. Oh, God!
Do we have any... Do we have any other Argentavis just sitting around?
Yes.
That would like to risk their lives accompanying me on an adventure.
Well, how many do you need?
as many as are doing nothing. If I'm going to go out on an adventure, I think I'm just going to go to the volcano and just get everything in the world. You know what? I guess we really only need stone. I'll just take mine and this one anklo up there.
I guess you can
Volcano.
take Pinky in the brain if you're going to get stone.
You know, stone, obsidian, crystal, possibly some shrooms.
Oh, you need them for carrying it back.
Yeah, I'm just looking for capacity here.
Okay, yeah. Take Pinky in the brain.
Cool.
Megaloceros, Megatherium. Wait,
I will
Megatherium
I will do my best to not get them killed. Which,
is
well,
do better than that.
yeah, yeah.
Can't believe you got eventually killed.
And eventually the second.
Well, no, I think eventually was killed on it by eventually the second. You weren't even near
Oh,
it.
this was one of those revenge enslavements. Okay.
Revenge enslavement. Heck, why don't I grab that? Stego saddle. We had a Stegosaurus. Did it die? Oh. Ascendant saddle. Well, we don't need a saddle for you, so oh well. Heck, I'm going to go upstairs.
Yeah, the worst part about those blueprints is just
It's cost.
cost. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they'll be wonderful when it comes down to like protecting the dinos in a fight and such, but dang. You have to go on
Tinterberry?
resource trips just to make each one. Wait a minute. I don't want to sprint. Nope, sprint bad. Don't sprint. I just had a thought.
Oh? You had a thought?
Yeah, so
Hmm?
you know how when you run out of stamina in the air, it forces you to land just wherever?
Yeah, but I don't let it get to be that bad. Why would someone let
Oh,
it get to be that bad?
well, because they're just a horrible animal caretaker. You know, like myself.
Yes, I do.
Well, any old place could be very bad.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
why I
this
don't let
volcano.
it be that bad.
Well, usually it's just bad because, like, oh crap, there's a carnivore nearby. Here it can be bad because, oh, the floor is lava, and it'll try to land on it.
And you know how your dinosaurs feel about walking on lava. From experience, you
They're,
know that.
it's an educated guess,
No,
but
no.
also
Scooby Dooby
yes.
Doo.
Hey, dire wolves are hardly dinosaurs.
They walked on lava.
Yeah, very briefly.
No, it took them a while.
Yes, it was a slow, agonizing death, a la
Yes.
Dante's Peak.
Yes, indeed, it sure
Just
was.
try not to dwell on that.
Let me bring it up some more.
Okay.
These tails are just perfect. Just love how they're right in the middle. We need to make shelves.
Can we do that?
You were speaking earlier about making shelves for the animals.
Oh! I just meant cryo
Comparing
fridges.
them to Warhammer.
Yeah, I think people just like make crap loads of cryo balls and fridges and just have whole chambers
That would
of
be a lot.
shelved dinos. Well, I mean, the
Yeah.
cryo balls aren't that expensive, just the fridge.
The cryo balls are expensive.
Not really.
What?
The hardest part of the cryo ball is usually just getting a loot box around.
I thought the hardest part was the polymer.
It only takes like 8, I thought, to make a ball.
Yeah, but they degrade.
Yeah, for the organic kind, that's not expensive, it's just tedious. If you want to just get a lot of balls at once, that's one penguin trip, and you have enough polymer for an entire team of Pokeballs.
What did you do? Our resource chest is empty.
Cementing paste takes a lot of stone.
Ah, you were using those arrows that we both agreed on was a waste of time.
That's also making polymer.
Making polymer, but it's free.
You gotta go like all the way up there.
Yeah. That's why it's free.
Also, some things just take cementing paste. Oh, right, like guns. Yeah, gun repair. And scuba.
Scuba dooba doo, scuba doo. Oh yeah, you took all the birds. I just made saddles for them.
They'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
What are the odds that they're gonna die on the way
Quite
back
good.
due to the lack of a saddle?
Well, it's their armor. Damn it, I didn't get enough.
There's kind of a lack of stone up here. Not as much stone as I would hope for.
The Carbonieras, they don't drop chitin. Is that right?
They drop chitin or something. They drop the shell. No, they drop the. They drop one of the two. I don't recall if they drop the shell or the horn.
Oh, well, keratin, you mean?
Yeah,
I don't think they drop keratin.
but for the most part, those things are interchangeable.
Ah. I gave Carbon Footprint a saddle.
Nice.
What is a next? Megatherium saddles. Holy frijoles. $828 cementing paste
Yeah,
for the anteater saddles.
that's a lot of stone and shell. And there is no easy way to get lots of shell.
How about raptor saddles? We don't have enough fiber.
Just go outside in the backyard with an Anklo and, a Thero, maybe a Stega. We have something that'll just love to fiber up the backyard. Also, just you with a hand scythe would also do the trick.
Yeah, but when am I going to make a hand scythe?
We probably have one in the tool chest.
Don't
Odds
be
are
silly.
one of them is dropped at some point this game. Maybe the blueprint for one.
I assume Therizard would be better, though.
It is versatile. I don't recall if it's good or just versatile.
Oh! What? I just found a Megatherium saddle in your dump chest.
An actual saddler or a blueprint?
Saddle! And a Rex saddle. Let's give that to Ruby.
Cool. to see I am super duper amazing and awesome.
Sure. I better give the saddle to Uncle Ben, since he's the most likely to die. Okay, where's Thursday? I found an adolescent Uncle Fester. There's he. He's stuck. And it's dark. Ankylobiter, come here. There's the damned omnidirectional lampposts. I was looking for those. Fabricator. You turned on the grinder?
Yeah. You know, I don't know if I ever actually hit the grind button, though.
I do not.
Oh well. I'm sure somebody appreciated it anyway.
That's funny, you can't grind torches.
Yeah, sadly. I just have to throw them on the ground when they're done.